Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first of two video lessons that will discuss section 1 of chapter 4 in your geometry book entitled Classifying Triangles. When we classify a triangle, when I say classify, I'm referring to name. Okay, so every triangle can be named in two ways. It can be named according to angle measure, and it can be named according to side length. These names are completely unrelated to each other, and all of these should be things that we have heard before. So in other words, what I'm saying is that every triangle has two different names. They are not related to each other in any way, and it is possible for any of the three from the angle measure side to be related to any of the three from the side length side. Okay, so when we classify a triangle by angle measure, there are three possibilities. That triangle can be classified as acute, right, or obtuse. An acute triangle is a triangle where all three angles have a measure of less than 90 degrees. And in reality, what this is telling us is that the largest angle is an acute angle. Because when we classify a triangle, we're really only looking at the largest of the three angles. Okay, so our largest angle in an acute triangle is still an acute angle. It's less than 90 degrees. In a right triangle, there is one angle that has a measure of exactly 90 degrees. And I don't remember exactly where that blank is in the blank notes, but there is a blank there. Exactly one 90-degree angle, which means the other two angles must be acute angles. Okay, they must be. There's no other choice. What this means is that the largest angle in any right triangle is a right angle. Finally, we have obtuse triangles where one angle measure is greater than 90 degrees. The other two angles, again, must be acute. So in reality, what we're looking at here is that the largest angle in that triangle is an obtuse angle. So when we say that we are classifying a triangle by angle measure, we're not really classifying all three angles. We're classifying it based on its largest angle. If its largest angle is a right angle, it's a right triangle. If its largest angle is an obtuse angle, it's an obtuse triangle. If its largest angle is acute, then it's an acute triangle. Every single triangle that exists can be given one of these three names. Okay, and will be one of these three. There's no fourth option. Okay, then when it comes to side length, again, there are three options. We have equilateral triangles, isosceles triangles, and scalene triangles. Okay? An equilateral triangle is a triangle where all three side lengths are congruent. Remember, we could just as easily have said equal or equal length. Okay, all three sides are the same length. Now, triangles are unique in that this means that if all three angles or all three sides are the same, then all three angles must also be congruent or equal, meaning that every equilateral triangle is also equiangular, which means all equilateral triangles are also regular triangles. All three of those words are words that we've used earlier in the book. So we should know that equilateral, equiangular, and regular all mean the same thing for triangles. They mean all three sides are the same, which means that all three angles have to be the same, which means that they are regular. Next up is an isosceles triangle. That is a triangle where exactly two of the three sides are equal or congruent. Excuse me, congruent. And then finally we have scalene, where there are no congruent sides at all. All three sides are equal or are different lengths. We're not going to do any examples of classifying triangles, as this is very much a middle school topic. It should be review for everyone. On the assignment, there is an entire section dedicated to each of these naming situations. So there will be one additional video for this lesson, and that will show some more advanced algebra-based problems. And then we will move on into section 2. That does it for the first video. Thank you very much for your time.